Bitcoin is creating a higher low right now, which signals for a further move towards the upside. We have created a CME gap over this weekend, and right now we are perfectly retesting it, which is a really good sign. We have been talking about this short setup in yesterday's video, and right now it is perfectly unfolding exactly as predicted. This discount zone we have been talking about has been a very good support for Bitcoin. But right now, this is your last chance to scoop up your Bitcoin at such a low price before heading higher. We are sticking liquidity towards the upside, and this is the next direction for Bitcoin. We will dive into that all in today's video, but first of all, please make sure to follow me over on X to never miss something throughout the day in crypto. Join my free Telegram link in the bio or in the description of this video, and please make sure to subscribe over on my YouTube channel, like this daily update video if you love those updates. And let's dive right away into the chart for now, because we are seeing some very interesting things in Bitcoin. We have been talking about this chart a lot, and that was that we created a high, dumped 30% towards the downside, then created a higher low, moved towards the upside. Then we created a higher high once again, moved towards the downside of approximately 32%, created higher low, and a move towards the upside. Right now we created a higher high once again. We saw a drop of approximately 33%. We are creating a higher low right now, and we see the next leg towards the upside. It is perfectly unfolding, and of course we have been talking about this chart a lot lately, but right now we are seeing the exact thing unfolding in the markets, which is a really good sign. Right now, exactly at these points, this is the best buy opportunity for your Bitcoin. Historically speaking, we have been pumping approximately 120% from that higher low. We have been pumping 67%, and right now I easily expect a pump towards the highs of 57%. Historically, this was the best buy option. Data-wise, we have seen this 3 times before. So why there is no clue to say that we are not seeing a higher low from this level. We are holding on towards this low, which is a really good signal. We are not losing it. We're not that strong towards the downside to lose this low. So right now we are seeing the exact thing happening. That is really good for Bitcoin. Then if we look at the CME gap, we have been creating a CME gap over this weekend. And a really important thing for me always is fill that CME gap as soon as possible. So if we pumped from this point, the CME gap was still open and tend to be filled later on. But right now we are seeing a retest of the CME gap, and this is a really good thing in the market, because all the orders institutions missed here are getting filled in the CME gap. If we close this out, we are probably seeing the next move towards the upside. So we are dumping a little bit right now, but for me this is the exact thing that we need to happen. Fill that CME gap out, clear it, and then we have a clear way toward either side here. We have been talking about this short in yesterday's video. If you haven't watched that video, please make sure to watch it as well, because we have been calling this setup very clear here. So what did I say? We have resistance on the top side. We need to take out this wick. That is exactly what we have been seeing here. We took out this piece of liquidity exactly right over here. Then I said I want to see a change of character towards the downside. We have seen that right over here, and on the retest we can open up our position. That is exactly what I've been doing here. I entered it right over here, stop loss above that highs, and right now we are dumping towards the downside. This is also a very high confidence setup to clear the CME gap out. But a beautiful thing here is I've been calling this setup in yesterday's video over on my X page. So if you followed me right over there, if you subscribed over on my YouTube page, you wouldn't have missed this move. And we are now in a profit of approximately 1.6% already. Stops move to break even, so we can lose on this trade. So please make sure to follow me over on those socials to never miss a setup ever again. And please make sure to sign up on WeX through the link in the description. If I'm sharing these setups, it is the best to trade them over on WeX. You will have the best trading circumstances, possible, and you will make way more money right over here because you will have the best commissions, spreads, etc. on this exchange here. Then also, if we look at the discount zone, and this is a really important zone, I've been talking about this last week. We dumped towards the downside, but if we pull a Fibonacci retracement from the low towards the high, we can see that we are perfectly dumping between that 0.5 and that 0.618 level, approximately the $87,000 and the $78,000 here. We have been dumping towards that also with support on the lower side here. It is a really high confident level. And important thing to know, if you buy Bitcoin above 0.5 Fibonacci retracement, you are buying it very expensive. You always want to buy your Bitcoin cheap, and that is why you need to wait for a dump below that 0.5 level. Now, this is exactly the chance to buy your Bitcoin cheap, and that is exactly why we are in a discount zone. So if you were interested in buying your Bitcoin at the $126,000 or $100,000, $115,000, this is always the best opportunity to buy your Bitcoin. Bitcoin didn't change. Of course, we went down, but if you were interested in buying Bitcoin, did your research, and you were able to buy at this top, then nothing changed on Bitcoin, and this is the real opportunity to buy your Bitcoin at $84,000. So yeah, that is something I said. I'm scaling in on this discount zone massively because I think this is a really good opportunity to buy your Bitcoin very cheap before heading higher here. Then if we look at the liquidity heat map, we can see that liquidity isn't really stacking up. We have some liquidity stacking up towards $94,000. Of course, this is a magnet. Liquidity is always a magnet of price. And I think it is a really likely scenario to take that $94,000 liquidity out. For now, we easily need to break above this level, take this liquidity out on the top side, test it back, and then pump further towards the $94,000. Because this is a real magnet for the price. Of course, we are seeing lower side liquidity as well at the $83,000. I wouldn't be surprised to take that one out first. Then take everyone out of long positions. Then the price move towards the upside, towards the $94,000, and then maybe see some kind of a pullback for Bitcoin. So if I look at liquidity, that is exactly what I'm expecting, and I'm really excited to see what Bitcoin will do in the next days here, and if this plan is unfolding exactly as predicted. That was it for today's video. Please make sure to follow me over on X for updates throughout the day. And please make sure to join the Telegram link, and also subscribe over on my YouTube channel if you love those daily update videos, and if you never want to miss a setup once before, because I literally called this setup in yesterday's video, and if you missed that because you wasn't subscribed, it is your own fault. So subscribe and like this daily update video, and I will see you tomorrow by a brand new crypto daily update video.